everybody, welcome back to Some Guys Movie Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear tells the story of a black bear that consumes cocaine after a drug smuggler's plane crashes. Set in 1985, it's loosely inspired by true events that happened where a black bear consumed cocaine and actually died in real life. What we get here is a comedy thriller where the bear actually survives and the cocaine effects makes him angry and hungrier for more. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks, and I have to say this is probably my favorite film she's directed. I haven't been a huge fan of her previous work. Pitch Perfect 2 was definitely not as good as the first one, and the remake of Charlie's Angels didn't quite do it for me. It had moments, but I didn't really like that movie that much, whereas with this one, I actually was very entertained with this movie. There's a large cast, and if you're a fan of The Americans, it's like a reunion. We get Kerry Russell, Matthew Rhys has a very small part, Margot Martindale is also in this movie, Alden Ehrenreich, O'Shea Jackson Jr., one of Ray Liotta's last roles before his death, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., Brooklyn Prince, and Christian Convery. I actually really liked the big cast in this film and how they all came to experience this cocaine bear. I can definitely understand how some people may have wanted maybe more of the bear, but I actually liked the balance in this film. I thought it worked really well, with the exception of maybe one or two characters that could have been cut, and I'll get into that a little bit later. The main reason I actually liked this big cast for the most part is because some of the character stories really worked for me. For instance, I really like Kerry Russell, who's the mother of Brooklyn Prince. Brooklyn Prince's character and her friend go off into the woods, and Kerry Russell has to go find her, and that part all worked for me. I really liked Alden Ehrenreich's character, who is always really good in just about every movie I've seen. You do get all of the blood, gore, action, and violence you'd come to expect from a bear who's on cocaine. In fact, there's one scene that involves an ambulance, and it's hinted at in the trailer, but the resolution to that is very brutal. The CGI for the bear is actually quite good throughout. There was some really good humor in this movie. At times, the dialogue was funny, but also there was a lot of situational scenes that made me laugh. For instance, I think it's even in the trailer, a bear actually falls onto a character. So there were some funny moments that went beyond just somebody telling a joke, and I think that that's a big positive. I thought they did a great job of recreating this time and setting. It felt real thanks to the costume design, the music, the way it was filmed. It really helped me get immersed into it. This movie's only an hour and 35 minutes. However, it does feel longer than that. And I think that has mostly to do with the pacing, because obviously the runtime is pretty short for a feature film. I think maybe had we cut the dirty cop character, which I don't really know why it was a part of this film. It almost felt like thrown in just to have a dirty cop. There was this bit with the detective's dog, which I'm not sure really paid off in the end. Cutting out some of that stuff could have shortened it a little bit more and maybe helped pick up the pacing. Also, this movie doesn't really do anything to make you feel like, wow, that was great, I need to see that. But I will say, I found it very entertaining. I actually think it's a really good film. It's well made. And overall, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. What did you all think? Did you like it? Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, and share. And we'll definitely see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.